welcome to Coffee with Samantha Jayne, and today I'm here sat with Darren Higgins. Nice to see you.
How you doing? All right.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm not technology minded, so I'm trying to share this on my page at the moment. So
I'm good while it's good, but when it goes wrong, I'm useless.
I'm the same. I'm absolutely rubbish at this sort of stuff. So I'll share it in a bit. I'm rubbish when it comes to technology.
Right. So how's it all going?
Yeah, good.
Come out of lockdown?
Yeah, lockdown was a bit of a challenge.
Okay.
Did a lot of stuff through social media.
Okay.
So which is really good. A lot of live feeds and that sort of stuff. But obviously, reading-wise, going out didn't really happen, as you know.
No.
So a bit of a nightmare.
So I know, but just for anyone watching who maybe hasn't seen you before, how did you go from bricklayer to psychic medium? What's been the journey?
Well, I've been a psychic medium all my life. So
what age did you
first noticed spirit when I was about 3 years old.
Okay, yeah.
So I grew up with it, but for many years you block it because you want to be normal.
Yeah.
In the brackets of normal.
Yeah.
And then in 2003 I had a very near-death experience. Okay. And pulled me back into it, really.
Okay.
So I've been doing it ever since 2003. At the time I was actually a mental health nurse. So I then come out of that and went into bricklaying.
That's actually freak, isn't it? Because I became aware at 3.
Yeah. And
in 2003 is when I started, and I had near death. That's a bit freaky. Yeah. We're on the same path.
It's a bit weird.
What was your near death then?
I had internal bleeding. I had 21 blood transfusions.
Blimey.
So,
okay. So you're meant to be here then?
Yeah, one way or another.
You've got something to do, as we say.
Yeah, probably just mess people's lives up, I reckon.
So obviously you're saying you're seeing spirit from the age of 3.
Yeah.
When did you talk to family about that?
I did, yeah.
Were they
I say things to my parents,
Mm-hmm.
to obviously school.
With the school thing then, did you tell your friends at school?
I didn't really tell my friends.
Okay.
I try to keep it a secret, but you know what it's like yourself when spirit come in and they give you a message to give over. They can be quite persistent.
Oh yeah.
I remember telling my teacher once to be careful on the way home from work, to be careful of the deer.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, "Who's telling you this?" I said, "Oh, your nan." And she basically freaked out.
Yeah.
And that's when all the stuff...
Were you at a good Catholic school? Or?
No, I was C.V.
Okay. Just set the scene.
Yeah, and basically they wanted... she freaked out and she went to the headmaster and her master contacted my mum and dad.
Yeah.
And said that your son's strange. He's weird.
How old were you then?
I was about 6.
About 6, okay.
Yeah. And then they wanted me tested.
Okay.
Because back in the 80s it wasn't the done thing.
No.
As you know. And it's... Mum and Dad fought, leave me alone. So I went along to appointments, got tested and things like that. And then it just...
Came back as nothing?
Yeah. I've got a brain somewhere.
Yeah. I did the test recently to see if I'm autistic.
Yeah. Well, I'm dyslexic.
I'm not 1 ounce of autism in me. I'm just...
Maybe I should try
special.
Special.
Because mental health is quite a thing, isn't it? Because you ended up working in mental health.
I did.
Yeah.
Many years in mental health. I did nearly 20 years in mental health, which is really good fun. Worked in numerous hospitals across the Thames Valley.
Okay.
So.
Did you see a connection between spirituality, spiritual awakening and mental health?
Not really, no.
Not at that point?
No, not really.
Because we see it now.
We're
realising.
Yeah, we're starting to realise that there is a possibility of a connection with people who have mental health. But when I was in there, it was more focused on what I was doing than the spiritual side of things.
Yeah.
So, because you have to obviously be professional. So
yeah,
I do try and keep the two separate from my day-to-day job to doing it.
Okay. So, but you're about to hit full-time, I hear.
Trying to.
No, you're going to.
Trying
Come
to.
on, positivity. You're going to.
Trying to.
So how do you go then from being someone, I'll say hiding it to a degree, and to working as a psychic medium? What was the shift?
Well, people who are close to me always knew about it. Okay. So I've always been very open in what I do. I'm not someone who will hide from anything. No. And so when I work with people, once I got to know them, I would tell them what I did, especially on the building sites I used to get ripped to pieces.
Right, okay.
But it was all banter. It was never nastiness.
No.
I had one guy one day. He was literally ripping me to pieces, and he started getting a bit nasty with it.
Oh, okay.
So I basically said I did voodoo. And he was like, "Really? What's voodoo?" So I explained what voodoo is.
You pulled your doll out.
I said, I could make you have a heart attack with a bit of your hair and elastic band and all sorts of blood problems. And
Back in the days, they believed anything.
Yeah. I said, so he panicked a little bit.
Good.
And then I told him to be careful of the red car on the way home from work.
Oh, did you?
Well, the most popular car on the road is red.
True. Very true, yeah.
Apparently he drove home from work about 30 miles an hour.
And has never bought a red car since.
No.
I love it.
So, but no, you know yourself when you do this in this industry, you've got to have a good attitude about it. You've got to be very positive about it, especially with your own abilities, but also you've got to be very positive with the stick you get as well.
Oh God, yeah.
Because it is a very touchy subject.
Yeah.
And it is a subject that needs to be more heightened.
Yeah.
And filtered out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Filtered out in my eyes.
Yeah.
So.
And it's changing though. We're in times of change,
We
definitely.
are.
From when I began.
A lot more people believe in what we do.
Yeah.
Especially a lot more authorities and that sort of stuff. So I had someone come see me and I referred them to go to the doctor. And the doctor was really grateful that I referred them to the doctor because they did have problems.
Yeah,
So,
I've done that. We pick up different bits in the body. Everyone was looking at one thing leaps to mind. Everyone was looking at a woman's back, and I'm talking serious testings. And I was like, it's not your back, it's your neck. Yeah. So the minute they raised their gaze and looked at the neck, that was it then.
Well, I had,
it's crazy, isn't it?
I remember a few years back, I did a big charity event down in Portsmouth. There's about 500 people in the audience. And I'm the sort of person, like most mediums, they come off stage, they go backstage, they have a cup of tea, and then they come out. I'm the sort of person, I come straight off stage, straight into the audience. And I was talking to people and shaking people's hands now, and this one woman, she was at the top, and she was waving her hand at me, screaming my name. I'm like, who the hell's this crazy woman?
Yeah.
She came run down, flung her arms around me, and she just like, thank you. I was like, for what? She was like, oh, you give me a reading. And I was like, okay, when? She was like, last week. I was like,
we don't remember, do we?
Really
people
sorry.
don't get
I
this.
don't remember, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, she said, you told me my dad had blood pressure problems and the medication he was on was the wrong medication to take him to the doctor. So, and I did. And if he wanted to change his medication, he would have had a heart attack or a stroke.
Wow.
So she just wanted to thank me for that.
Yeah, so that's life-changing.
Yeah, which is lovely, which is what it's about. It's about helping people.
Yeah.
You know
yeah, because I see mediumship as healing.
It is. It is.
That's why I've always done it.
It's an alternative therapy. Yeah. We're basically counsellors that aren't qualified counsellors.
Yeah. I had a client last week come to me this week actually, who'd come to me a few weeks before. And she said to me this week, I've been in counselling every week for 6 months and I came to you for one session and you sorted me out. So much so I went back and I told my counsellor. I said, well, now she's following you and she's messaging me saying, this is like therapy. And I was like, yes! I love it. But it's how it needs to be.
Yeah, of course it is.
And I do think perception is changing.
It is big time. It is big time. I'm all one for skeptics. I love a skeptic. Yeah.
Oh, you'll love my cameraman then.
Yeah. So I love
He's here to keep the balance.
It's when see the reward for me is when you see someone's face, when you give them some information, or the audience face, and they're like, how does he know this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is where the reward comes into it.
I like seeing the light turn back on in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally see the eyes change and the light goes back on, and then I know my job is done.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And skeptics are the best people to work with, as you know from the event we just done.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So what was your first reading you did then?
My first reading was actually a mistake.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
you were tricked.
No, it wasn't meant to happen. I was doing around a friend's house, and we used to do a lot of seances, mess about with it.
Oh, okay.
And it was, we were sat around the house, and we were in the sitting room, and on the dining table, and we basically sealed the room off, so no wind, no nothing. And she had a big table, probably about the length of this, but quite wide. And we put a candle in the middle, and we all looked away from it, was looking at the same time, so your breath wasn't blowing on it. And we're talking, and the candle was doing all this sort of stuff, you know, bending over. Anyway, I just sat there, and it was almost like I was having a heart attack.
Yeah.
It was a weird feeling, something I've never felt for a long time. And I was getting all these palpitations in my chest. And all I picked up on was a gentleman around me. And I said, I've got a gentleman here. I said, he's had a heart attack. And described him and that sort of stuff. And the guy who was there, who was her new boyfriend, they'd been together about a week.
No, okay.
He said, oh, that sounds like my mate, Dave. I said, no. I said, he gave me the name Dan. She said, yeah, we used to call him Desperate Dan.
Nice.
And it just snowballed from there, really.
Yeah.
And I've never really looked back.
Yeah.
I've had periods of time where I've taken time off. Like through the summer now, I took a period of time off in the summer. But that's more for my own respite, because we need that.
Yeah, we do. We do need downtime sometimes.
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah.
So I usually take about a month off a year.
Do
I
you?
just do
Not
nothing.
in one hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't work Fridays. I need a 3-day break every week.
That's for the wine.
Things we trudge through.
Yeah.
Well, I do in my line of work,
Yeah.
but yeah. So how do you experience spirit then?
How I get it in different ways. I get it through thought process.
Okay.
So it comes in as a thought. Feelings. I get
Yeah.
a lot of feelings from spirit, but also from the connection I'm working with as well. So I'm quite empathic in that way. And visual as well. I get a lot of visual stuff.
Yeah.
It can be external, but it can be in my head as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the readings never start off that way. They always start off with just that empathic connection.
Yeah.
And I bring the energy in through that.
Yeah, 'cause you're connecting through the heart, aren't you?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So that's how I get mine. So I'm a amalgamation of most things really, all just thrown into one and making a big mess. Really.
But it comes together, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like an oil painting, slowly but surely.
Yeah. You step back, it all makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how I would describe it.
Yeah. As you know, I'm very outspoken when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
I say it as it is, and if they come
I bring
through
them through effing and blinding, that's why.
Yeah, but I'm very much a believer if your loved ones were like that on the earth plane, then they're not going to change.
Of course, that's what I say to people.
Yeah, they're not going to change.
If your granny was a nasty piece of work and they're bringing her through as all light and fluffy, they have not got your gran.
Not everyone's light and fluffy. Not everyone's like, we all have our bad days.
No. So what are you doing? Do you do platform?
I do platform readings, obviously a lot of social media work now, and basically a mixture of everything. I do demonology work.
The demonology, okay.
So all that sort of stuff.
So what work do you do in demonology?
I work with a demonologist, Malcolm Brown, and we basically go away to the country, releasing spirit in people's homes. Yeah. It's a free service that we provide because a lot of the houses we go to have children. So,
right,
and it's children we need to protect from it.
Yeah. Do you think the children attract?
I think it's a amalgamation of children and parents being silly. Personally. Okay. We've been to a few where the parents are doing stuff.
Dabbling, right?
Yeah, doing seances.
Anti-dabbling.
Invoking things.
Yeah.
I'm writing a book about it at the moment, about the cases that I've worked on, which hopefully will be out about November time. So I've got a publisher that's picking it up.
Have to get you back in November then, have a chat about the book, journey of the book.
Yeah. But no, I've got a publisher that's signed me up.
Brilliant.
So, yeah. So
good, things are moving.
Slowly but surely, yeah.
As we come out of everything.
Yeah, well, you know this industry, it doesn't go quick. It takes its time, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, I've been in it, 20 years.
17.
It's, it's only the last 5 years it's gone whoosh, if I'm honest.
Yeah, this is my year this year.
Yay!
This is my year this year. This is when my targets will be met this year. Yeah, good. So, and you can feel it, you're ready? Yeah, I'm ready for it. So, good. Life's shifting to create the space for it. Yeah. Because it does. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, because the bigger platforms on, the more people you can help. Where can people find you on social media? Excuse me. You can find me on my Facebook page, which is just Psychic Medium, Psychic Darren Higgins. Right. No, okay. No. I'm rubbish at remembering things. We'll flash it up. Flash it up. Yeah. Don't worry. Psychic Darren. It's on Facebook. You're on Instagram as well, aren't you? I am, yeah, which is Psychic Medium DH.
Yeah, so you know that
I know
one.
that one.
So
I
is
know.
that where we find you most then? Is that why you know it?
I'm going to be doing a lot more on Instagram.
Okay. So you didn't sleep well last night. I know you said that when you arrived.
Yeah, no, I was actually I was up going around taking pictures.
Really?
At 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah.
What, orbs and stuff?
Well, just trying to get in the shadow self on pictures.
Oh, trying to.
Yeah, because for a couple of weeks now we've been hearing noises and stuff in the house. I know someone passed in my house.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was a case of, if you're going to talk. If you're not, bugger off. Let us rest.
Yeah.
You get me?
I grid my house up so nothing can get in. I
Yeah.
must admit, I have to. There's no peace.
Yeah.
And then my issue is I astral travel.
Yeah, I do as well. Yeah.
I go through phases where I don't,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do it every single night for weeks.
Yeah. Yes.
How would you describe astral travelling?
Astral travelling, I mean, I'm very much a believer in astral travelling needs to happen because for us to get complete rest,
Okay.
our spirit form has to leave our body. And I believe that we do have a part of our spirit which is already in spirit. So we're just connecting to that through elastic band.
Yeah.
So, and it's through the conscious mind that we leave.
Okay.
So, as you know, so meditation, you can do it through meditations. Most time you do it is through your sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people are very, very aware of what we're doing, but other people aren't.
Yeah.
Because people can remember it. Myself, I always remember when I astroplane. So, and I go off on some amazing journeys.
Yeah.
Traveling at some ridiculous speeds.
Right.
The last one is I was actually traveling through the stars, which was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I did go to another planet, but they didn't show me the planet.
Okay.
So I've got.
I'm always up in that level because I'm always fighting because of some of the stuff that I do.
Yeah.
I always joke it's like Star Wars. I'm in a film of Star Wars going on with my lightsaber.
Yeah. Well, it's basically the body needs rest because we're all busy. We all got stuff to do during the day when we're awake.
Yeah.
So when we sleep, our body needs that rest. Your brain needs 2 hours rest.
Yeah.
But your actual body needs between 6 to 8 hours rest. So hence why we have to leave, that energy has to leave the body for the body to get complete rest.
Yeah.
That's why the body grows when you're asleep, because when the spirit form leaves, it relaxes and stretches. That's my own belief on astroplaning.
Yeah.
But you can do it yourself by visualization. Sit laying there, visualize the ceiling, visualize it coming closer, and you're projecting your conscious brain to that area, which is a form of astro. Yeah. Planing.
Yeah.
Astral projection.
It's quite an experience.
It is an amazing experience.
And some people spend years working on achieving it, don't they?
Best astro projection I ever did was through Reiki drumming.
Oh, right, okay.
It was absolutely amazing. I actually went back in time.
Yeah, nice.
So, which was absolutely amazing. I was actually sat on a mound watching a native Indian tribe hunt. And they dragged me into the hunt. And we killed a buffalo, and they give me the heart of the buffalo.
And that's your heritage there as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where my bloodline is.
Yeah.
So Cherokee.
So obviously we have beautiful experiences with spirit, but what's the moment where you've kind of had, I call it a scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Yeah. Moment. Where have they had you?
There's been a few.
Okay.
There's been a few. Trying to think of one. I did a paranormal night recently, about a year ago actually, and the group I was with, they sent me off on my own. Okay. In a building which is very, very active. Okay. And
where was that?
There's a reason why mediums don't go off by themselves. Yeah. Because we know what's there. Yeah. And so
where was this?
That was the Ancient Ram Inn.
Oh, okay, the Ancient Ram. Okay.
I didn't like the vibration there.
No, I've never been drawn to work there,
no,
I must admit.
It's the vibration there itself is very, very negative. And the energies that are there are very negative. Okay. And for someone who's quite empathic, it's not a nice feeling. Okay. And they basically like, right, you're going to go off on your own for half hour. And I was like, no, I ain't. And they're like, no, you are. Okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And we're talking about it, and I said, there's a reason why mediums don't go off there. You watch any paranormal show, mediums do not go off by themselves. I said, because they know what's there. Yeah. So, and they were like, no. And I did. And all you got me is swearing.
Why? What happened?
I had an energy stood right behind me.
Yeah.
That people could see.
Right,
through the
okay.
live feed, and it was just making my hackles go right up. The vibration I was getting from it was really, really.
So you got
nasty.
the EBGBs then?
I
big
did,
time.
which very
Big time.
rarely doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as you know, I go off into a graveyard at night on my own. I go to buildings on my own. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So, but this one night did. For some reason, it did. It made my hackles go up, made me go very defensive, very. I felt very abusive.
Right.
If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Triggered that in you.
Yeah.
So that's
bit
the
of anger.
character of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, which I didn't like.
Male.
It was a male energy, yes.
It was human.
Yes. Yes.
A human thing, as we say.
Yeah, it wasn't demonic or anything like that. So, yeah, so that was probably the most scariest thing I did.
So what did you do?
Told them they had to end the live feed.
You what?
Told them they had to end the live feed.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Fair play.
It freaked me out that much.
That much?
It really did freak me out.
Okay.
Which is unusual for me.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm like, oh, whatever. Sort of attitude. I don't let things bother me.
Yeah,
But
but
that
it
place
did.
did. But I have to go back to face it.
You had to.
I have to.
You've got to.
Yeah.
Still yet.
Yeah.
When are you planning that?
This year.
Okay.
This year.
Oh, I'll check in and watch that on live
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah. So
Or I'll sit outside with a spiritual first aid box. One of the two.
Well, if something scares me, I have to challenge it.
Yeah.
Why is that scaring me?
Yeah.
What is it?
Because did you make full contact with that, or were you actually like,
was touching
you
me.
didn't want to?
It was touching me.
Okay.
It was literally almost like I was getting a pity
So do you think it really, what it was doing was trying to step in and take you over?
No, because my guides
Okay.
wouldn't allow that.
Okay.
Probably given the opportunity, it probably would.
Yeah.
My guides wouldn't allow that.
No, it's not
So
how you work.
I'm quite well protected
Yeah.
with my guides. I work mainly with two guides, Sylvia and Rob. But then I've obviously got Nurka who comes in from my bloodline.
How would you describe guides for anyone watching who doesn't understand what a guide is?
A guide is, I mean, you can perceive guides in different aspects. Some people call them guardian angels, as you know. Some people call them, I call them spirit guides. Rob he's been with me since I was about 3 years old. So we've built up a very good relationship over the years.
Yeah.
We do take...
A man or child
Yeah,
at that point?
He was a man.
He was a man when you were 3. Okay.
He passed away in 1967. He
Okay.
passed away on a ship fire in America.
Okay.
So he was a chef. The way I can describe him is that he looks like one of the 118 men.
Oh, really?
Yeah, obviously not the clothes, but the hair.
The moustache?
The big moustache.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So that's the only way I can describe
Oh,
him.
bless him.
Sylvia, she passed about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And she's been with me about 3 years. I don't really know a lot about Sylvia because she only steps in when I need to get moving, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. She comes in to boost your energy.
Yeah. She comes in and give me a kick up
To
the
kick
backside.
you. Yeah, I've got one of those. Yeah.
I was doing a reading one day and she, I was talking to my sitter, and as we're talking, we both heard F off and get a move on.
Oh, really?
And the woman sat opposite me actually heard it as well, and she freaked out.
Yeah.
And we had to cancel the reading.
Oh,
because
really?
it scared her that much.
Scared her that much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she can be very, very
Yeah.
domineering when she wants to be.
Yeah.
So
They're funny, aren't they?
yeah, they're very, very,
Yeah.
they're like that. But then you've got Nurka who comes in around me, and Chan. Chan is my healing guide.
Yeah.
And
Mine's Chun.
Chun. Very similar, isn't it?
So strange. Yeah, Chun and Chan. Maybe they're brothers.
Nurka is what they might be Chinese.
Yeah.
And Nurka is he's a native Indian. So
Right,
he's from my bloodline.
Yeah.
And he's like my gatekeeper. He protects me. He's about 6'6".
Yeah.
And about that wide.
Yeah.
And
Know it well.
a lot of
yeah.
people do see him when I'm doing paranormal stuff.
Okay.
Because he will step in if things start going a bit wonky.
So people who are aware have actually seen your guides then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my guides is my great-great-grandmother, and when she comes in, I know that she's had enough of the client sitting in front of me and going, yeah, and that they're not listening or they're not taking it in. So I know when she steps in my mind I go, oh, shit, because I know I'm about to get not Larry, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bang, bang, bang. But it works.
Yeah. Of course it does. Of course it does.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Sylvia's very much like that.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? They have the different roles that they play.
Well, yeah, but it's like on the airplane, we play different roles.
True. Very
no
true.
different. The two worlds are very compatible.
Yeah.
So.
And, well, they're here.
Yeah.
There is no divide anymore. I think that's what's going to go on over the next 20 years.
What's been going on lately has brought the two worlds closer together.
Absolutely. And the vibration is so fine.
I mean, that's why people can come back a lot quicker now.
Yeah.
Because of the energy levels and that sort of stuff. And people are getting more into it, so they're putting that vibration out, which is a positive vibration for them to pick up on.
Yeah.
So they can come back quicker. I mean, I've had people come in just past 2 weeks ago, come in to have a reading.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, to talk to me, and it is nice because it is developing nicely.
And it's the opportunity to bring a little bit of comfort to those left behind. I always say they never suffer; it's the ones left behind who suffer.
Well, it is because it's a chapter in your in your lifespan.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we're all spirit having a human experience.
Yeah, 100%. Light beings in a physical. I call this a gravity suit.
Yeah.
That we put this on to weight us down to be able to move around. And I see us like. Do you remember the old football game where it's like men with a circle around it? That's how I see us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is the physical suit to weight us down to be able to stay in contact with the physical earth. And we just take off the suit when we've had enough. Well, it's been great to talk to you.
Yeah, you too.
Great to catch up. No doubt I'll see you at some events in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
So do people need to book with you through your website?
They can book through my website.
Which is? Sorry, I couldn't resist. I knew you were going to do that.
I'm rubbish at remembering things. I'm a typical bloke.
We'll flash it up. Well, well, I hope you've enjoyed the show. And if you have, remember to click subscribe, like, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on our future shows.